I'm finally here with my living room tour. I know you've all requested it. You guys are slowly but surely seeing every room in my house. I absolutely love my living room. I'm sorry if I keep looking at the different spots of the camera. It's exactly how I envisioned it, how I wanted it. The theme of this room, the inspiration for this room was Scarface. His house was gold. So I absolutely love his house with the red and the gold and the vintage vibe because it was filmed like 30 years ago. So that was of the times, and I feel like I perfected it. I feel like I have my living room exactly how I want it. I love it. YouTube, I keep up with the least out of all of my platforms. So if you want to keep up with me, I also filmed a TikTok version of this, and I've been posting a ton on TikTok. I'm TikTok obsessed right now. And I have an Instagram for my homepage called the PentaPalace, and of course my regular Instagram. So if you want to see more, I update those daily. YouTube, as you can see, it's a lot more work, so I don't update it as much. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, please be sure to like this video. Alright guys, welcome to my living room. So we are in the hallway, leaving the kitchen and the dining room. That's my little guest bathroom. And now we're going into my Scarface inspired living room. So you're gonna hear a noise right now. That is one of my oil lamps. She is very old, so she's a little cranky, a little noisy. Her motor's God knows how old. Right here is my front door, and then I have my leopard sticker. This was gifted to me, and in every corner of the room I have vines and roses. So here's my little door rug. Those are my peanuts for my squirrels, and that's my little door stopper, and of course my steam cleaner thanks to Jaja. So when you first walk in, this is the view that you are seeing. I just love it so much. Okay, so we're gonna start over here with the couch. When I was purchasing my couch, I only wanted fabric. I did not want a leather couch. I knew I wanted a sectional and it had to be black, but all of them are leather. It took me a while to find one that wasn't leather. And the reason I didn't want leather was because it wears really ugly in my opinion. Like it gets those scratches on it, or it kind of gets like stretched out and wrinkly looking, and I just don't like it. So I finally found a like micro suede one. It's super soft, super comfortable. Ideally, you guys know my taste, I would have wanted like a very ornate gold couch, but I was going for comfort and not for looks. And this just definitely goes perfectly. It's big, comfortable, matches with the room, makes it homey looking. I've had many friends spend the night on it. This is the only new purchase in here. Everything else is thrifted, secondhand, or given to me. Say hi, Jaja. You look so pretty. So I also have another leopard carpet in here. This was custom made to fit the length of the room where most of the traffic is. So that's why it's kind of like a extra long, skinny shape. And my coffee table is perfect. It's literally like a miniature version of my dining room table. If you guys are on my home decor Instagram or my TikTok, I showed my dining room, so you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. I still have to make that video. But anyway, I found this table from somebody that was selling it on Craigslist, and I believe I paid $25 for it. And I absolutely love the detailing. It's just perfect. And then I just have this little placemat that's kind of like ivy looking with these roses in the middle. I think it's super pretty. I love it. So I'm gonna go into all the details for you guys. What do you have on your nose? Got a fuzzy. All of my pillows, I'm not sure where they're from. So, well actually, no. So some of my pillows are thrifted, some of my pillows are from my parents' house, and these black fuzzy ones are actually from Five Below. So I paid $5 for the black furry ones. I have no idea where the leopard ones are from. I think my parents' house. This one's definitely from my parents' house because they moved, so I took some of the stuff that they weren't taking. These two are both thrifted. And then the same pillows again over here. I like keeping this leopard blanket right here because it looks like, you know, like a leopard part of the couch. Ideally, I would have loved a couch like that, but you know, the world is boring and they don't do those things. This is my leopard. This is Raja. I thrifted him and I think he just looks really cute perched up right there. He matches the room. He's matching the aesthetic. And then I just have these Egyptian photos framed, and again my rose vines in the corner. Actually, this light I did buy new at this like really cheap furniture store in my area. Why isn't it focusing? Okay, well I'm gonna do a close version anyway. These lights are pretty common, at least that I've seen. I really liked that this one, because usually they're just like a circle bulb. I liked that these ones had little chandeliers on them. So, of course, that's why I picked it out. There you go. And it was really cheap. It was $60 for this big light. But this light I've had since my first apartment. It was one of my first furniture purchases when I was 19. And then I just have my black curtains. I want to change my curtains because I'm not really a fan of these. I got them super cheap when Kmart was closing, but I haven't found any that I like. Like, I wanted to do gold sequin curtains, but I feel like that's gonna be really gaudy and over the top tacky looking. Like, it's gonna make it look cheap. So I don't know what to do yet. And I absolutely love my curtain tiebacks. My mom got these for me at an estate sale, and they are definitely over the top. So over here I just have this little shelf. I know it looks dirty, but it's not. It's like this, I don't know what film on it that won't come off. I thrifted the shelf, of course. I feel like I don't have to say this, but I just say it. So everything on here was thrifted. That's a photo of my mom and my two babies, Jaja and Abil. Little candle. And then one of my most favorite rappers, Gucci. I really like the picture because like the background and everything he's using, the silverware, is like all my style. So I felt like it looked like he was in my house. So I purchased this picture and I added the gold background to it, since obviously it's not as big as the frame. And I just love it. I love Gucci. And I want him to notice it. I've tried tagging him and Keisha multiple times and they've never noticed. And then I just have another little gold decor piece right there. This is my big Egyptian looking dog. It's actually like really light. It's like a styrofoam type of material. It used to be green, the color of the collar, but I painted it black to match my stuff, and I meant to paint the collar gold, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And this is my Egyptian mantle with my little fireplace heater. At first I thought putting the fireplace there looked really tacky, but then after I did it, I was like, you know what, that's actually kind of cute, like an actual mantle with a fireplace. And I just put that little plant on top because I had nowhere else to put it and I thought it looked cute. This is Jaja's favorite spot to come and curl up and eat her bones. This mantle has like little hieroglyphics carved into it. It's very detailed. And then I just have some more little decor pieces and plants and candles. These are my coasters. I love them. A client gave these to me because she used to have a Chinese crested and Jaja got brought up. So the next time she came in, she had these for me and I thought that was so sweet. Have another little pharaoh head, my grandma. I like keeping candy out, especially in these beautiful dishes because I'm an old lady. A little Egyptian pyramid. Again, more candy. So over here to my most favorite part. I just love my TV. I have a DIY on how I made that frame if you want to make your own. It brings it all together. I absolutely love it. So this is my pharaoh mantle. I bought this piece on Craigslist. It's actually a bar. So behind it, it's completely open and it has drawers and a wine rack, and it came with 2 bar stools that go on the front here. But I bought it with the intentions to use as a TV stand, so I was never planning to use it as a bar. That's why it's like that. When I purchased this, the guy that sold it to me, he said he bought it in LA and he was moving to Florida, so he was getting rid of it. And I got a really good deal on it. And I was planning on just buying this. And then he had this along with it and was like, if you're interested, you can have this. Like, you can just have it. And I was like, really? So I got 2 for the price of 1. and that is how I ended up with that, and that's how they're like a perfect match. I really love that this is tufted and it has like the leather detailing. I'm honestly not that into Egyptian stuff as much as I used to be. Kind of was like really trendy for a little bit there. I didn't like that it became a trend, and it kind of ruined it for me, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like keep this in the future. I'm still thinking about it because I don't really want to do an Egyptian theme again, and clearly that's like in your face Egyptian. But you know, maybe if I have a husband and we have a big beautiful house and he has like a man cave in the basement, then that could be actually used as a bar. This is my beautiful newest oil lamp. I just bought it this past December 2019, and these are super hard to come by, and when you do find them, they're usually pretty expensive. This one was expensive. From what I've heard, I got a good deal on it, but in my opinion, because I'm cheap, it was expensive. But she's beautiful. I've never seen one like her. Like in all my years searching for an oil lamp, I've never found one on this big pedestal with the dual textures and colors. She's just gorgeous. It may not look that tall here, but she's definitely 6 feet tall. As you can see, some of the wires are pulled, and I personally don't really know how to fix it. I tried to pull them tighter and it didn't work, and I just really wanted to use it, so I just left it. And the point of an oil lamp is these drips. So you see the messed up wires aren't getting the drips, but the rest are, and it's just so mesmerizing. Okay, so now you guys saw the drips, so we're gonna turn that off. And luckily it has where you can just have the light on without the noise. So that noise was the motor having the oil go through it. I really hope that wasn't super loud in the background. That is my first oil lamp. It's absolutely beautiful. Over here, I just have more Egyptian photos, more of my vines. This was a little DIY I did. I wanted it to have that 70s look with the little swag. I love those. And here is my other beautiful oil lamp. This was my first one. I paid $40 for it at an antique store in Pennsylvania. And I was so happy and over the moon because I've been searching for them, and like I said, they're really rare and usually very expensive. So when I saw the price, I was so ecstatic. And usually finding them, it's not a guarantee that they still work. So when I first turned it on, it wasn't working. You have to have a special oil for it too. I got lucky. I actually found a seller selling the bottle of the oil on Mercari years ago. But you have to have a special oil for it. So when I tried using the oil, I had it on and it just was not working. I was getting really sad and I was like, whatever. But I left it turned on and I left the room. And then I came back and turned around and it just was working out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe she needed like 20 minutes to warm up, but I was so happy. I love her. I think she's beautiful. I actually like this lady more than my other one. But she is just a little tiny tabletop one, and I have her on this column that perfectly matches. It's already red and gold. This was my grandma's, and then another piece that was my grandma's is this little chest. I always liked it since I was a kid because of the little crisscrossing. I can't think of what that's called right now, but I just keep my alcohol in here. And then I absolutely love this tissue box. I thrifted this in Pennsylvania as well. And I thrifted this light here in my area. It already had the feathers on it. And it kind of has this like Egyptian look to it. Or at least like my furniture. I thought it was so perfect. Then I have these little tassel tie backs on this curtain. Oh, I didn't show you my other tie backs. We'll go back over there. And on the top of my two curtains on this wall, I have these really cute little jungle looking plants hanging down, and just my ornate chair. So I've had this chair for 5 years, and my plan when purchasing it was I wanted to paint it black. I wanted it to be black and gold. The couch you guys always see in my videos that's pink, I painted it pink, and I bought it with this chair. So I bought both with intentions to redo them. Since black is such an intense color, it was always planned that it was going to be done outside, because at the time I had someone else living with me and she had a cat, so I was so worried that if I even tried to paint it inside with tarps, he would jump on it when it was still wet and track black paint everywhere. So I never got around to doing that because it's Michigan, it's not warm all the time outside, and it just never happened. But basically this was supposed to be black and gold. I'm not a fan of this color, but it's not really clashing, it still matches. I just feel like it looks bleh. Okay, back over to what I was saying. I didn't show you guys these curtain tie backs. I love them, they're so cute. They're little rhinestone ones. Right here is just an ottoman that rolls. I use it for extra seating when like friends come over and we're all huddled around this table playing cards. Or if you're sitting right here, you can put your feet up with it. My mom actually not made it, but she like redid it. She got it from the thrift store and completely added all of that. The bottom of it is actually leopard print, and this was another piece that was at my parents' house. I just got lucky that it happened to already match the living room decor. On this little half wall, I have a full body mirror. I thought it'd be really cute to take selfies in, but the lighting over here sucks, so I never do. But it's still cute right there. It brings more detail to this wall. And then I just added the big palm leaves on the top part, some little fleur de lis, I believe it's called. And this really cute piece I found, I've never seen anything like it, but it matched perfectly with my fake roses. Right here I have this bronze statue. I love him. He is beautiful. This was my grandfather's and he passed and I took it. He actually has a marble pedestal he goes on, but that was like way too solid and heavy for me to put in my car and drive with. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna get that because it's in New Jersey, but I'm very happy to have him. He doesn't need his pedestal. He looks beautiful as he is. I didn't show you guys this photo right here. I have a big hieroglyphic photo and I just added this little scrap piece I had from my TV frame DIY to the top of it. So the final part of the room that I haven't talked about is my neon lights. So everybody has these right now. You guys have seen them. They are very, very trendy. I put them up a few years ago because I was extremely inspired by the vintage themed hotel rooms that I go to. They all have the neon lighting and I was like, I want this. I love this vibe. I need it. So I immediately was searching, and it was before these became a thing. So I was about to get like red rope lights that you would put outside for Christmas time. Luckily these had just hit the market, so I got these instead, and they were a lot easier to install. Well, I didn't install them, but they were easier to get up on the top than a rope would have been. They were actually supposed to go around all the way, but put up 2 different sets twice, and both of the sets didn't work because for some reason just we didn't think to test them before hanging them. And yeah, once they both got up there, they both didn't work. So after I needed a 3rd time to come around, I didn't have a helper. So we don't have them back there. But I like keeping them on red. That's what I was inspired by. I wanted them to be red to go with the red theme, but they can change colors. So if I don't do red, my most favorite feature is this. I love the fade. It's everything. It's a vibe. So this is my living room. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was everything you expected. I'm gonna turn off the lights so you guys can see what it looks like with the rainbow lights. This isn't part of my living room, but it goes with the living room, so I'm going to show you guys. I have another column that was my grandma's, and on top a golden Nefertiti head. And another Egyptian photo. I used to know the meaning behind this photo, but I've completely forgot. But it has something to do with lovers, I believe. Like these are 2 lovers. And I put this little shelf underneath it. And another little gold detail. Going up the stairs, I have like mirrors and photos. There's my Popsy, rest in peace. My grandma. And then this little red mirror I got from Five Below. and I added the gold to it. And my coat closet. Separated in the hallway to the dining room, I have these black sheer curtains with these little tassel tiebacks. I have some junk back there and it's messing up the aesthetic, so I'm just gonna cover it. And in the middle I have a little rose ball. Just like over here, I have another rose ball going into the dining room. This one's pink though, because we're going into like the pink area. And this one's red because we're going into the red area. And in the hallway here, I have a fake tree, just matching everything. Another little one on a little column. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, the world is yours.